don't give up yet. If you tried to quit an addiction before and didn't succeed, I want you to hear this failure doesn't always mean willpower. Sometimes it means you're trying to stop the addiction without healing the pain that made the addiction necessary in the first place. Today, I'd like to ask you one simple question. Are you willing to give healing, not just recovery, but healing, another chance? I'm willing to help you at no charge if you will come to my school and let me work with you one-on-one. I've had amazing success because I've followed the guidelines of LifeRing. And it's been unbelievable the number of people not only who come to rid themselves of an addiction, but who come back after 2 years, 10 years, 20 years to remind themselves that what was really going on was not a weakness on their part. It was a way to stop the pain. Now, pain isn't just physical pain. It's emotional pain. The pain that's the hardest is the one you can't see. If I cut my finger and blood is running down, you will probably come over and ask if you could help. But if I'm sitting here with tears rolling down my face, or my hands shaking, or being unable to speak, or holding my head down, you may not try. Why? Because you can't see anything. How do you know what's going on? You have no idea what I would say if you came over and say, is there something I can do? Would you like a glass of water? That's about it, right? Because you really don't have a handle on emotional pain. Emotional pain is extremely complicated, but it can be healed. It absolutely can be healed. And it's not the same for everybody. That's why it has to be an approach where you begin to talk, you begin to have a conversation, you begin to call out what you're feeling. Because what you're feeling is what is really happening inside you. And nobody else knows that. You probably don't know it. That's the thing that's so hard to understand. You probably don't know what's going on inside of you. But when you speak, when you feel safe, when you feel that someone really cares what you have to say and really wants you to be able to heal and is there because the sadness that overcomes them when they see someone who's struggling. And that's the way I feel. I feel so sad when I see someone struggling because I've struggled. I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is to have a crappy childhood. I know what it is to have a crappy marriage. I know what it is to have crappy problems with kids. I know what it is to live a crappy life and to get over it. It's so incredible to get over it. It's like a lightness. It's like a huge ray of sunlight pierced through the clouds and it's just covered you with joy. Yeah. The contrast between what you've gone through and what you can achieve is what drives me. because I've seen it, not just felt it in myself, but I've seen it in others. And being a part of this gives me a purpose. And I need a purpose. As we get old, I could just sit on the porch. I could knit, crochet, sew, embroider, quilt, paint pictures, write, any of that. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. But I've had so many experiences. And I know my parents did too, but they wouldn't tell me anything. I'd ask and same way with my grandparents. What is this about keeping everything from the kids because they're not old enough? Maybe they wouldn't understand. Oh, it's a family secret. I mean, you get all this stuff. You get all this stuff that is just a technique to pacify instead of giving the answers. Why are they afraid to give you the answers? Why is it a family secret? If it happened to you, it can happen to somebody else. It can happen to anyone. I have talked to people on LifeRing from every walk of life. If you think wealthy people or people who inherit money or people who have an incredible reputation, etc., 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 are better off than you, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Because this situation can happen to anyone. Number one, cigarettes, legal. Alcohol, legal. Gambling, legal. Shopping, legal. Overeating, legal. Prescription drugs, legal. Oh, excessive use of them, no, that's illegal. Street drugs, well, that's illegal. You never know what you're putting in your body. You see the picture? Too many things that can become an addiction. Workaholic, I'm a workaholic, that's certainly legal. I mean, I've had a lot of employers and they've always been happy because I'm a workaholic. Do I try to get over it? No. And the reason I don't try to get over it is right now I need a purpose. I need a legacy. I need something to do every day that makes me feel like the world is better. Just a little bit, but it's better. It's better than it was for me not to say anything. I mean, I'm just speaking up. And what have I got? I don't have a reputation to ruin. It's me and my husband. And he's old. I'm old. Who cares? He doesn't care. I don't care. But I do care about you. I care about telling you anything I know, anything I can share, any way I can make it easier in your life than I had. Does that make sense? I mean, if I were queen or president or governor or mayor or whatever, it would be the same as it is for the people who've been in my congregation, who've gathered with me for ideas, who've asked me for help. I've said, of course. And I was wired that way. I mean, people are wired differently. And I didn't have any siblings. It's hard when you're an only child and you're lonely and you want to connect. And I learned quickly how to connect with people. I moved 7 times in 2nd grade. In 9 months, I moved 7 times, yeah. So learning how to connect with people was important to me. And learning how to have somebody to talk to because I was an only child and always moving. So There was no opportunity for cousins or aunts or uncles or grandparents or friends. It's not possible. So I learned how to connect with people, and I love people. I mean, there's some things I don't love about the behavior of people, but I love people. I love to be able to say to somebody, hey, I'm a teacher. What would you like to learn? Is that funny? It is kind of funny. But it's true. It's really true. I don't lie. Lying is a real problem because you can't remember what you said. It wasn't true. I just can't do that. It makes me really, really, really icky feeling when people do. So I will help you if you want it. You can leave a message down here, or you can join me at my SKOOL. It's a separate opportunity for freely to come and join me. The reason I've created it is it gives me a wide opportunity of you to choose whatever subject you care to talk about. Because you just never know. You know, maybe you were raised on a boat and you want to talk about how you felt about looking in the water, and you fell in once and almost drowned. And maybe you want to get into some things that would scare the other people. And you feel that way. You just don't want to talk about it. Maybe you've tried to take your life a number of times. Now, we do have people talk about that. But it's tough for some people. They don't want to talk about it. Maybe you were raped. A lot of people don't want to talk about that. But you can on my school. Just let me know. SKOOL. It's going to be at the end of the video. And we can talk. Okay? Because whatever it is that's bothering you has a foundation somewhere else. Something brought the pain to you, and you chose to overwhelm that pain by taking or doing or something. You're doing something that's become an addiction, and I'm happy to help. Now let's play the game. Like, subscribe, all that. This is part of the game. Okay, thank you.